Hey fam, so today
If you want action, if you want thrills, come on down to Jimmy's Bar and Grill and play it dirty.
well,
The
I've
dirty
been called a
games
rocker
too.
before, so
We play it dirty. Like dirty boys do.
might as well go with the flow. Let's go!
Woo! Like dirty boys do.
Hi, my name is T. I am not a chef. Actually, I'm a truck driver. And I don't drive food trucks, I drive a semi. What I'm about to do is show you how to do what I do on my truck. Welcome to your favorite new food show, Big Taste in a Small Space with me, T. So today I'm gonna make some deconstructed, reconstructed, dirty black rice. And we're gonna start off by washing our rice off. This black rice gives you a lot of starch, a lot of dark starch. And if you cook your stuff in that rice, everything's gonna turn out black. You've seen it happen to me before. So we're gonna wash our rice at least 2 times, maybe even 3. The more you wash it, the clearer that water gets, the less black starch you'll have on your dirty rice, or any of your rice. Because a lot of times they call this forbidden rice, this black rice, sticky rice. And it's basically because they don't wash enough starch off. That's about our 3rd time. You see all that starch. Then we're going to put some salt in this rice. I know some people don't like salt. Salt's a bit of a flavor enhancer. You might need some salt. And rice can take it. Rice, pasta, things like that. You're going to want to salt some. Don't over-salt it. Just some salt so you'll have some taste. And I put some black pepper in this too. Yep. And since we're making dirty rice, gotta put some Cajun seasoning in the rice so it'll cook some of that flavor in there too. I know some of you, oh, that's salty too. Don't get salted Cajun seasoning, just get Cajun seasoning. It's a thing. I put a little crushed red pepper, crushed pepper in there to give that some flavor too. Just a little bit, not too much. 2 cups of rice, 2 cups of water. Stir it up. Yeah, use your hands. Some people say he put his foot in it. No, I just put my hand in it. Set it up like brown rice. Let that cook. And I know most of the time I tell you guys to do your prep before you start cooking. Well, with this black rice, you can start your rice and then start your prep. That's a little chorizo sausage I'm cutting up there. Nice chunky pieces. And I got some shrooms, just so the mushroom police can come after me. And I had a little bit of celery left over. Hey, why waste it? It could be used for something like tonight's dish. Cut that up. Put it on the side. I had a little bit of pepper left. That's my that's my Scotch bonnet pepper. It's my favorite pepper, and I just can't remember the name of it half the time. I think I'm coming down with some timers. Anyway, use some garlic, about 3 cloves, and you chop that up too. You know, people say your knife skill's not great. I guess my knife skills will be a little better if I use the cutting board, but then I have to wash the cutting board. I can just throw this plate away. Always thinking. Chop up your garlic, get your stuff out the way, because now we're going to use a little bit of mixed vegetables. I got them frozen. I don't always like frozen mixed vegetables, because when they thaw out if you don't use them when they're frozen, they get kind of limp and weak and soft. Yeah, who wants that? Well, I picked out all the green beans, anything green. I picked it out, cut it up a little bit, because the zucchini and the red pepper, they were kind of soft, but I'm gonna use them anyway. Prep that up, get it put on the side, and I figured since I cut everything else up small, let me cut up my shrooms. Maybe I could hide them from the mushroom police, you know what I mean? Yep, get that done. And I also had a jalapeno. Kind of using what's left over in my refrigerator because I'm taking off in a couple of days. I need a break. It's been a rough time for me. I had these other little shrooms. Move that out the way. These other little funny mushrooms. Enoki or Nokai, whatever. Cut the end off. Put the shrooms on the side. And I'm also going to use just a little bit of thyme. And you pick through your thyme. If you run your fingers backwards off the stem, thyme comes off pretty easy. So I'm going to use a bunch of it. Not a bunch, but enough of it. Sometimes I just throw the whole thing in there and then pick it out after it cooks. But I got some time on my hands. No pun intended. So I picked the thyme, put the thyme on the side, like Morris Day in the thyme. And I had a little bit of kale. I had a lot more, but I'm just using one whole stem leaf thingy of kale. Cut it up into real small, thin shreds. Make it look like it's a lot when I'm done. But I'm going to cut this all the way down the stalk. I'm going to use as much of this piece as I can. Because if you cut it up thin, you can eat it all. Yep. Nice and shredded, nice and finely cooked. Like I said, the rice is cooking, so it's going to take a while. Turn my pot on, and after a while, the rice ding, it lets you know it's time to fluff it. So you fluff up your rice, and you put it back down. And your pan should be hot by now. Just put a little drizzle of olive oil in the pan. Make sure it starts moving around, make sure it's hot. Put your chorizo sausage in. And like I said, we just put in a little oil because we don't want this to be a greasy mess. We want something to help bring out the oil in the chorizo. Although this is turkey chorizo, there's a little bit of fat, but not a lot. So you want to fry this up with a little olive oil. Switch it around. Make sure you get little brown marks, little black marks on there. That's going to give you some flavor. This is big taste, So stir it around a little bit. And once it looks like it's getting some bits and pieces, you take them out. Are they all the way cooked? Probably not. But you take them out the pan anyway. Now you're going to put your celery in that same pan with that same oil with all that flavor in there. And get your celery a little soft. And put your mushrooms in there. I know most of the time I tell you to do your mushrooms with a little water first. Well, since we're only putting a little oil at a time, there's going to be more oil. We're only drizzling a little at a time. These mushrooms get to kind of roast in this pan and just use up whatever oil's in the pan already. Smart. Stir, stir, stir like my mama told me to. And just another little drizzle of oil after you cook those mushrooms just a little bit. A little bit of salt and pepper because we haven't put anything in here yet. Just a little bit. Stir, stir, stir. And then we're going to take the garlic. And once you put that garlic in there, your kitchen's going to light up. You're going to be happy. And put a little bit of, about a teaspoon of tomato paste before you do anything else. You want to cook that down. Gets the rawness out that tomato paste. Then you add those green beans and other things. Because even though they were frozen and they thawed out, they're still kind of hearty. A little soft, but kind of hearty. Then you put your kale on top of that. And you stir, stir. Get it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving. And I'm going to drizzle a little bit of chili oil because I love that flavor. I'm gonna put some crushed red peppers in here to make it go with the rice. I'll put some Cajun seasoning here too, cause it's supposed to be dirty rice. Gotta have some Cajun seasoning in there. Yep. Stir, stir. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. I'm about to sneak my chorizo sausage back in too. Let that cook down, and your fire is on medium high, not high, medium high. Near the end, we're gonna turn it up high, but for right now, we don't want anything to cook too fast, get too beat up, get too soft and mushy. So you're on a medium high. Then you put your jalapenos on. I know some of you guys are on a regular high, but we put your jalapenos in, and you put your shrimp in. These are kind of small shrimp, not the tiny, but just the small. Put them in. You know they don't take but a minute to cook. You put the rest of your other peppers in there. Let that cook down. And with the rest of the vegetables in there, it'll help take the shrimp just a little bit longer, which is okay. You put a little soy sauce in there. I think we already put our sausage back in. I turned the heat up because now we're going to put this crawfish in there. The crawfish is already cooked, so you just have to thaw that out. Put it in there. Let everything come up to a nice hot temperature. Put some other little garnish, my other little mushrooms that we sneaking in there. Yeah, baby. Stir, stir. Let everything melt together. Oh yeah. We can turn that heat off. It's about time to plate this up. Get you a real bowl or a real plate so those people don't come after me again. Put your black rice in this bowlish plate of mine. You know I'm greedy. Come on, keep on. Little bit more. A little bit more. Okay, maybe that's enough. And then you take your other lovely mixture off the stove. You scoop that on top. This is why it says deconstructed, because most of the time when they make dirty rice, they cook all this stuff together. But I want you to see the lovely colors. So if you cook this together in the black rice, it's all going to be a lovely black or gray. I had a little bit of stuff left over, so I used it for some garnish. You know, some of the peppers, onions, some of the shrooms. Put that on top. And let the good times roll, baby. Yeah, there you go. Woo! Yeah, hey, Mr. Man. Go on, try it out. Go on. Rice is nice and tender, not overcooked, not undercooked. Not bad. Looks delicious. Oh, yeah, baby. I think he likes it. So that's my version of deconstructed dirty rice. And if you want to reconstruct it, when you serve it up, put it in a bowl, then mix it up. That way the colors will still pop. Hey, try it out.